You're going to be under arrest.
For what?
For not listening to me.
I think the emergency is the video, somebody's videotaping.
Okay. And the shirt says, I believe, balls deep. He says his name is Captain Awesome.
Hey guys, Rogue Nation here with you today, and we're coming to you today with a story about the most corrupt mayor in America. It's a gentleman here named Brian Stack. He's a member of the New Jersey State Senate. He's also the mayor of Union City, New Jersey, and he also is the chairman of the Judiciary Committee in the State Senate. So the man holds a lot of power. He's been in these positions for quite a few number of years. As you can see, he's with the Senate since 2008. His current term ends on 2028. That'd be 20 years in the state Senate. I know he's been on the Judiciary Committee, look like from 2011. He served in the New Jersey General Assembly 2004 to 2007. Now this gentleman has no college education, right? He graduated from high school. He's a high school grad, but he has no college whatsoever, it seems. We can go through his committee assignments. You can see right here, 2023-24, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman. This guy is definitely in someone's pocket, right? Somebody is paying for this guy to, do what they want as far as legislative kickbacks and running the city and doing the things that he wants to do. Now, Leroy Truth turned me on to this guy, and Leroy's done a lot of investigating on this gentleman, and he's put himself out there at the commission meetings, and he's got a lot of video. We're going to watch a couple of Leroy's videos at the end. We're just going to watch bits and pieces of them, because if you haven't seen Leroy's investigation into this gentleman, you really need to. But there are some parts that are just so troubling that I have to show them here in this video. And as part of this video, we're going to show that this is, stuff that's been going on for years. Like even years before Leroy got involved in investigating this guy. This guy's been underhanded and dirty. Right now, we're going to go ahead and cut to a video that I found online. That was posted over 11 years ago, right? And this guy just doesn't seem to get a clue, right? So let's go ahead and watch that video now.
At their bi-weekly commissioners meeting, the Union City Board of Commissioners met at the Palisades Center right across from the Union City City Hall. The meeting was not without fireworks, as an unknown resident, Charles Pratt, alleged harassment from the Union City Police Department spanning back as far as 2003.
But my concerns here have been going on for almost approximately 10 years. I don't want to bring up the past. I don't want to keep living in the past, like the mayor addressed to me from the last conversation we had, for me to move on. But I can't move on with my life knowing out of the situation that happened to me, and I'm still being attacked, I'm still being hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I feel from the first incident that happened to me, my life been a living, excuse the language, but a living H. I put it for you in letter. But I came to the mayor, I came to Charles Eric on these incidents of what the department has been doing to me. It went all the way to Jersey City Prosecutor Office. And everything is like being corrupt. I hate to say it, but I never seen a county so corrupt. And I say this and I say this to the day I die on the behalf of what they've been doing to me. And it's got to stop and it's got to end. Dude, I got a question for you, Mayor Brian Stack, with all due respect, right? Are you aware of even the last incident of September 27. How cops came into my home, pushed their way into my door, forced their way, say they looking for somebody, right? And them looking for somebody, pushed their way in my house and just search all through my house without me having a warrant. A proper search warrant to come in my house, not even was assisted by the Union City Police Department. How could police come into somebody's house and continue to break the law on me as a person, a human being, a citizen of Union City, and at one point North Bergen? How could they keep doing this to me, hurting me up, attacking me? Because one incident all the way back from 2003, when a cop from Union City by the name of Gloria Reinhardt. I'm putting his name out now because I'm tired of this. They gonna even have to kill me, but I'm gonna keep on talking until they do. Because I feel there's no justice, and no justice is being reviewed, and it's time for somebody to know what's going on with me here. And I went to the FBI, I went to the prosecutor, and I went to all, and everything get covered. And this time for to take the sheet off what they doing to me. Because one way or another, I breathe in fair justice and I breathe honesty. Here's another incident. How could a cop bust in my house September 27? Same time. The cop going in my building to bust in my apartment, you got two individuals doing a money transfer, pass off.
Mr. Pratt, if you can. When we met, we spoke about the one incident about the Grover Reinhardt. I sent you down to Internal Affairs.
You sent me to Brian.
Just allow me
yes.
And to meet with Chief Barrett and Internal Affairs. That's the right way to pursue this. If you're not happy with what they've done in Internal Affairs, the right thing would be to go to the Attorney General's office, or you could go to the Hudson County Prosecutor.
Earlier in the conversation, Brian, I heard you state that it's something, how you call it, federal or illegal is going on in the town, that you fax it or you send it to the Attorney General or the prosecutor. Is that right?
Right, Charles, but the way it should be
No,
done,
but can you answer my question, please?
I'm trying to answer it.
All right.
The way it should be done.
Yeah, we know the way it should be done, but this is my main question to be here.
Anytime you come in to see me, I've always made time to see you. I try my
Yes.
best to work on this with you.
Yes.
But there's a procedure that you have to follow, which is Internal Affairs. And the next step after Internal Affairs is I can't go to the prosecutor for you.
Yeah.
You have to go there yourself. If you're not happy with it, I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know the total circumstances of what took place because it goes to IA. If IA finds something, then it comes to me to sign off on disciplinary charges.
Yeah.
The situation here is if you're not happy with what IA did,
Yeah.
or the chief, or whether it was Chief Everett, Chief Barrett, whoever it was
Yeah.
that was involved, you can go to the prosecutor's office. They don't meet with you. They have an Internal Affairs division.
All right, what about when you stated to me that how, let it go what Reinhardt did. I mean, I can let all this go, but my kids was involved in this. I lost my kids behind what he tried to do to me. The court ordered me to get a job from the Superior Court, and now to me going to Superior Court, and I went to the lieutenant in the Union City Police Department, and he took me all the way to his house in Bayonne and tried to rape me. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the point. It's not the point of forget and move on.
Charles, if you could wait after the meeting to speak with Christine Panic and myself, she's the city attorney, we'll meet with you after the meeting.
You know what? I love to meet with everybody after the meeting, but I'm going to be meeting with a lot of more people after this meeting, because you know what happened? I really feel, honestly, for my life, y'all. And I'm going to say this on the record with my right hand. If anything happened to me out here, y'all know what happened. I really feel I got killed by these police officers because I went to the Superior Court and I state that I feel that they're doing a hate crime on me now. Based on the two facts, what I state what Reinhardt did to me. And ever since then, they've been attacking me.
Charles, if you can, then time is up. Just give other people an opportunity. What we'll do is after the meeting, just meet with Christine and I for a few minutes. And then I'll give you the referral where you need to go, okay?
Meanwhile, the Union City Concerned Citizens Group talked to Mayor Brian Stack about an alleged incident from Schritzen Park late last year in December when he allegedly choked a Secaucus resident.
Mayor, at the last meeting I had asked you if there was any type of incident that happened at Schritzen Park, and you said no, which is okay.
And you asked me if I choked somebody in Schritzen Park.
There was an incident.
That's
Well,
what you asked me.
exactly. You choked somebody at Schritzen Park.
I answered all this already. I'm not going to play this game.
You have been charged with simple assault, Mayor. Are the taxpayers of Union City going to pay your legal bills?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Are you aware any civil action hadn't been filed against the city for your alleged actions?
Not that I know of, sir.
Okay. If you are sued, can you assure the taxpayers that they will not be responsible for paying your legal fees?
Novelli, I have no action filed against me in that matter.
Okay?
No civil action.
No civil action, but if you're sued, because I understand you have to appear in court January 7th.
I have no idea if somebody sues me, how they sue me.
Okay, but if they
We'll see
do
that.
or they don't.
You have to let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have to let me finish. If somebody sues me, I'll have to say why I'm being sued.
Okay, so if you're being sued for whatever it is the city going to have to pay your bill? If they find you guilty
Mr.
of...
Novelli, I was at an event that had nothing to do with the city of Union City.
No, okay. Okay. So if you are sued, there's a settlement, or you are found liable, can you assure the Union City taxpayers that you're not, they're not going to be responsible for your actions?
Well, this matter is pending litigation against me in an action. I'm not going to answer anything further.
Okay, no problem.
Eric Dixon, the attorney of the UCCG, also had a heated exchange with Stack this time around, culminating with him asking if Stack was issued a subpoena in the midst of the FBI probe surrounding the city's Community Development Agency.
Have you received a target letter from the Federal Bureau of Investigation?
Thank you very much for your comment, Mr. Dixon.
Do you have an answer, sir?
Thank you. You can have a seat. Thank you.
Have you received
Anyone else
one? Are
wish
you,
to
are you
comment?
denying that you have received
Mr.
a
Dixon,
target
you're out
letter?
of order. You're out of order right now.
Are you
Please have a
denying?
seat.
Can you deny
Please
that
have
you've
a
received
seat.
one?
As a member
Sir.
of the bar, you should know better. Have a seat, please.
Can you deny that you've
Mr.
received a
Dixon.
target letter?
Mr. Dixon.
You're not denying that you've received a
Mr.
target
Dixon,
letter?
Can you deny that Nick Stocko's not paying you guys to be here? Have a seat.
I'm John Heides with Hudson County TV. For more information, log on to HudsonCountyTV.com.
Okay, guys, as you saw from the video, the citizen there, the city council meeting, just begging for help because the abuse he suffered at the hands of the police department, retaliation, selective targeting, whatever you want to call it. And then you also saw the gentleman get up there and ask Brian Stack about him choking someone at at some kind of event. Which of course he denied, but it seems like they brought the receipts, so it's kind of hard for him to deny. But just a straight, what I like to call a chuckle fuck is this guy Brian Stack, right? So let's look at one of the bills he sponsored coming up here. This is about body-worn camera. And it says the bill prohibits the disclosure of body-worn camera recordings obtained pursuant to the state's open public record law under certain circumstances. And basically, here, let's go down to the summary. It says this bill seeks to prevent the disclosure of body-worn camera recordings without prior written consent from all subjects in the recording, except in cases relating to public health and safety or compelling public interest. Okay? Basically giving them an out to not release body-worn camera footage unless they obtain consent from everyone in the recording, if it's not you in the recording. So this will affect obviously transparency to a huge degree. Obviously the people requesting body-worn camera footage is going to have to prove that it's a case relating to public health or safety or compelling public interest, right? And of course it's going to be the government that decides if your interest is compelling enough, right? So definitely a bill that you folks in New Jersey need to watch out for. So I'd definitely be trying to get my representatives to vote no on this bill. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch a few of Leroy Truth's videos, and we'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video. Alright?
I was attacked the first time by none other than the Chief of Police of Union City, New Jersey, Chief Pacini. Pacini, are you protecting the women? Hey, get off me!
I knew you were going to do that.
You knew I was going to do that when you assault me? You piece of crap!
Keep your hands to yourself.
And you're the chief! He literally grabs my tripod and attempts to take my tripod and camera from me, and then turns around and then laughs about it. Hey, get off me!
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
When I went to tell him I would be filing charges against him, as he had run into the street after that, and I walked after him into the street, just before I get off the sidewalk, a guy subtly body checks me, makes contact with me, and then flails his arms, spills coffee on him and me, falls forward inexplicably, defying the laws of physics, and fakes an injury. Now that's the second attack. The third happened just moments later when a woman named Leticia, she blatantly walks up to my camera and grabs a hold of a battery pack and rips it, breaks it off of my tripod, and then walks away. This was all done right in front of Chief Ficini, and he did nothing. The fourth attack occurred a few minutes later, once again by Leticia, who kicked me in my legs from behind me. Once again, that happened in front of Chief Ficini, and he did nothing. Once again, that happened in front of Chief Ficini, and he did nothing. A few minutes later, the fifth attack occurs where a different woman grabs my tripod with both hands, and then I tell her to get off, and she is startled by that and releases the tripod. A few minutes later, when Full Court Press and I are on the public sidewalk across the street in front of the Union First building, both myself and Full Court Press, we were curious as to what's the big hubbub with all these flyers that people are handing out, and like 100 and 150 people would come out to distribute these flyers. And so Full Court Press and I are asking, would you give us one of these flyers so I can report on what it is? But no one would give them to us, allegedly because they were instructed to by Brian Stack.
Commissioner, may I have a flyer?
I don't know. I'm for the citizen of Union City.
I'm a citizen.
What do you
I live here in Hudson County. Taxpayers pay for these flyers?
Right, these are public flyers.
Ma'am, can I have a flyer? No?
She didn't give you one. I thought she was going to...
This is great. This is great.
Would you give us a flyer?
Instead of having some... There's plenty of room, sir.
So I wanted the flyers, and someone said that Mayor Stack had just gone into the building, so I wanted to get a flyer. And I also wanted to ask him about the allegations of 3 women, and the first who came directly to me that she was extremely sexually assaulted, allegedly by Raul Janau, a fellow Department of Parks worker of Union City. You were the first woman to come to me about the allegations of sexual assault against your fellow co-worker, Raul Janau.
And then he closed the door. And then he started touching me and doing what he always did, touching me inappropriate, touching my boobs and my crotch. And I told him, stop, get away, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Did the mayor ever contact you to help protect you or to stop Alicia Morahone, your supervisor, from retaliating against you?
I haven't heard from the mayor, not a bit. And it's very surprising, because I thought he wasn't like that.
I wanted to ask him why he is not protecting them, why he was allowing their direct supervisor, Alicia Morahone, to retaliate against them and pressure them to drop the charges. I wondered why he hadn't suspended Raul Janau, the alleged attacker, because these women were forced to work with the man they just went to the police with allegations of extreme sexual abuse that he did toward them. And I wanted to ask him about these and to make sure he was going to protect these women. But I didn't get there at all. The moment I walked into the building, Mayor Stack saw me, and he unlawfully commanded the chief by saying, "Get him out of here, chief. Get him out of here." The chief of police did the one right thing the entire day, and he didn't move. However, the mayor, through his words, incited a mob riot against me. As not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 people are advancing toward me to go hands-on to push me out of the building. Chief Ficini once again fails to act. I want, get your hands off me. I want some flyers. Get your hands off me. 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 Hey, Get your hands off me.
Excuse me.
Get your hands off me.
No, he's looking
I want a
for
flyer.
un man. You're gonna give it to you.
Get your hands off me.
Okay, no one is. Give it to me.
Get your hands off me. Hey, get off. Get off me. This is the commissioner. Look at these. They're all hands on. They're all hands on. Look at this.
Oh my God, stupid. Push.
And just watches. Mayor Stack also fails to act and just watches. Now let's take a look at the video footage, and I have a number of angles that you're going to see from the security cam footage. Now the first one here, I'm talking with this gentleman. As I was walking by, he actually asked me what I'm doing and what I'm recording for, and then I tell him, and I hold government officials accountable, and I expose corrupt politicians, and then he started telling me that Brian Stack is, according to him, extremely corrupt, and he told me of his decade-long corruption. Now, as I'm talking, Justin Mercado, who's the Secretary of the Board of Education and one of Mayor Brian Stack's right-hand enforcers, walks by me, and on one side, and then Brian Stack will be on the other side. Here they come. This is Justin Mercado coming there. He comes on one side, and there's Mayor Brian Stack on the right side. And look, he's coming around. Intentionally, it looks like. This wasn't some spontaneous thing, it seems. It seems like it was premeditated, possibly on the directive of Brian Stack, to get my phone. Because I heard from some inside sources, they wanted to get my phone to get all of my contacts and all of the leaked sources, because there are more leaks coming from his government than he can possibly imagine. From every department, they're coming to me, including some very high-level inner circle people are leaking to me in his inner circle. So Brian Stack, if you knew who they were, you would just go absolutely bonkers. These are people you've trusted for decades and decades who are talking with me because they've had enough of you. Now watch this. Justin comes around. He's going to come around, and he's saying something to me there. And then he goes to grab my phone. Takes it from me, and we wrestle with it. This is robbery. He doesn't just snatch it from me. I still have possession. He has possession. And then wrestling, and he snatches it from me. And then there was that bodyguard there named Andre Garcia. See that big guy? He was right there behind him. Looks like to protect him there. See, look at that. And as soon as he gets my phone, he's right there to make sure that there's distance between Justin and me and that his body is blocking Justin and me. So Justin can stay in possession of my phone. And I'm walking after them there. And now let's go to the next angle here.
He just put hands on. I want the police, sir. I want him arrested right now. I want him arrested right now. He just put hands on. He went to punch me, and he took my key. Give me my phone back. Give me my phone back now. He stole my phone. Give me that phone back. Hey. He doesn't solve it. I want the police called here right now. I am pressing charges against Justin Mercado.
Meanwhile, he wasn't promoting freedom of speech like anyone else, and you condone someone getting violent and going hands on. That's against the law. Freedom of speech.
I want the police called right now.
First Amendment.
Absolutely. Yeah. I am pressing charges against Justin Mercado.
Now Justin has my phone, and Andre Garcia is pushing him forward here. And then, again, he shows Mayor Stack, look, I got the prize, I got Leroy's phone, I got all his contacts, except the idiots don't realize I never bring my personal phone with me on audits or when I speak at public meetings. I only bring a shell phone, which is a Galaxy Samsung S23 that only has video. I don't use it for phone calls, I don't use it for texts, I don't use it for apps, I only use it to record. So if they would have gotten the phone from me and left the building, they would have got recording of that meeting. That's it, nothing else. And see how he's showing the phone to Stack? I got it, Daddy. I got it, Daddy. Look, I got the prize. I did what you told me. I did what you told me. And look at Mayor Stack has no expression on his face. That's not normal. He witnessed a crime in front of him, and there's no expression on his face. No surprise. No, like, Justin, what the hell did you just do to me and you? This is going to be a shitestorm now. I'm going to have to fire you, and I may have to resign now. Because I didn't do anything about it. But look at this. I got the phone, Daddy. I got the phone, Big Daddy. I call him Little Daddy, actually. Waving it. Danny puts it on the ground, attempts to punch me, but is brought back, attempts to step on it again, and then Alex Velasquez, who is an enforcer and supposedly, unfortunately, a very, very heavy drinker, and I have great compassion for anyone who's an alcoholic, but if it is an out-of-control situation, they should not be in the public sector like that, public service. More to come on that.
First you give your ex-wife a car, now you're giving well-to-do people free rides. Why?
I received a phone call, and the phone call was, why was it that I did not vote?
In Union City, New Jersey, longtime Mayor Brian Stack allegedly forced people to vote for him. A city worker named Jose Gorito claims the mayor even pressured him after finding out he hadn't voted. This story exposes potential abuse of power and the fight for fair elections in this town of 66,000. All right, I have with me Jose Gorito, who works for the Department of Public Works for many years in Union City, New Jersey. He is one of many people who have said that Mayor Brian Stack somehow finds out they don't vote for him and then attempts to intimidate them once he finds that out. So, Jose, what did you receive when you didn't vote because you happen to be out of town? And somehow Mayor Stack mysteriously finds out you didn't vote for him, and then what does he do?
I received a phone call, and the phone call was, why was it that I did not vote and that my name was not on the ballot, on paper, or so on, whatever machine.
And who called you? Who called you?
The mayor called me. The mayor, Brian Stack, called me.
All right, so Mayor Brian Stack called you personally?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He called me and told me.
What did he say?
He called me and asked me why was it that I didn't vote and why my name was not on paper. And I had told him that I was out of town due to the fact that my daughter was sick and that we was in Philadelphia. And his answer was that he was going to send me voting invalid by paper so that I can vote and send it in. Paperwork came in, I sent it in, but then my question to myself was, how was it that he knew that I didn't vote at that proper moment? How did he get the information and where this information came from? Because I do believe if you don't vote, you don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Next year comes whatever.
Well, here's the thing. Do you have a right not to vote as an American, a free American, Jose?
I do believe so.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a right to vote or not to vote. It's up to you. And it's none of the mayor's freaking business whether you vote or not. And the fact that he contacted you personally. Hey, I somehow miraculously know because I'm checking out on my Department of Public Works person, Jose here, and I'm personally going to find out, why didn't you vote? And then he sends you a ballot. And I don't even know if that's legal. And even if it is, that reeks of intimidation. And how did you feel when you received this personal phone call from your boss doing an inquisition that you didn't vote? How did that feel?
I felt some type of way. And then on the voting, when you do go to the voting to the machine, when you go inside, they tell you, oh, this is the side that you vote for. You have to vote.
Pause there. This is huge, Jose. So when you go there, who is telling you where to, who to vote for? Who says that?
And you have
What do they say?
you have the individuals that are in the voting booth that are helping them for the voting. There's trailers that come in and they got the machines. The machines that are there, you have people, you know what I'm saying, that are here that are working for him. And when you go in there, you know what I'm saying, they tell you, you know what I'm saying, okay, fine. You have, I believe there's like 2 or 3 columns, column A, B, and C. So once you go in there, you have to remember column A. Why do I have to go to column A? Supposedly, if I don't want a column A.
This is explosive. They shouldn't, obviously, it is illegal to tell you who to vote for. They're saying column A, and does Mayor Brian Stack happen to be in column A by chance?
Yes, he is.
All right, so I want to be super clear, because this is explosive. This is huge, Jose. And so you go there, and some election worker is telling you to vote for column A?
Column A, you have to vote for column A. If you refuse to go to column A, you cannot vote. You will be assisted out of the trailer, and you cannot go back into the trailer. You have to vote for column A.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigations with an extremely explosive story for you today and an update of Mayor Brian P. Stack with allegations of election pressuring of municipal Union City, New Jersey employees. I have a letter that he sent out signed by him, and I have an explosive interview by a Department of Public Works worker, Jose Gorito, who courageously has come on camera and allowed me to use his image on camera and his name as well. And one of the things that Brian Stack does is he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on printing so he can continue campaigning. And the people of Union City are tired of it.
Union City, can we please send out something to the mayor and let him know that we do not need all this stuff in our goddamn mailbox. Like, this literally all came from him. All this is from Brian Stack in my mailbox. All of it. Nothing else in here that's mail but Brian Stack shit. You're wasting paper. All that you're using for the papers to send out, please vote for me. I'm tired. Stop it.
They have had enough of it, and it's a waste. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of paper, and they are feeling harassed by it. Read this letter with me. This is explosive. And Mayor Stack personally sent this from his desk, personally signed it, included his cell phone number publicly in it, which you'll see. So I'm not doing any doxing. I would never do that. But he publicly puts his cell number out. Hey, anyone can call me. Now, you tell me. This is the mayor. He has the power to hire, to demote, to promote, to retaliate against someone, and to fire someone. And a city worker received this letter. Does this seem like voter intimidation here? From the desk of Brian P. Stack. Dear so-and-so, I am writing this letter to discuss a concern that is very important to me. I have noticed through public records that you voted in the November 2018 general election, but did not vote in the May 2018 municipal election when I sought re-election as your mayor. And what's going on here? This sounds like communism here. What is the mayor doing, spying on people to see if they voted for him or not, and then sending them a personal letter? And look what he says next. This obviously concerns me, as being your mayor means so much to me. I need to know, is there a reason I have not earned your vote? Is there something I have failed to do? He says this obviously concerns me, as being your mayor means so much to me. He's concerned about his employee. There's so many layers of intimidation here. All I ask is for your vote every 4 years when I seek re-election. If you feel I can do a better job as your mayor, senator, please let me know. It's discouraging to see residents not coming out to vote, including my city workers, especially when I am working tirelessly to do the best I can. I work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and sometimes more, because allegedly to pay to play. Whoops, I'm sorry about that. Got a little Tourette's going on here. Again, everything's alleged. No statements of fact here. Maybe you feel a November state federal election is more important. It's their business. They can vote, they cannot vote. It's none of Mayor Stack's freaking business. However, all elections are important and have consequences. Is that a veiled threat or not veiled threat there? The layer of government that affords you the most is the local government. It provides you with safe and clean streets, great schools, parks, and excellent services. I am open to a dialogue with you about this and any matter you may find important to talk about. You can call me on my cell phone. Set up an appointment to meet with me one-on-one. You better bring 4 or 5 bodyguards. You feel safe after reading this letter if you were a city employee? Or we can discuss your concerns in the comfort of your home. Now he's offering to go into their home. You think they're going to invite this guy who looks like he's pressuring them to vote into their home? He says he's available night and day at your convenience. How about 4 in the morning? Thank you for taking your time to listen to my concerns. This is coming from a city worker's boss. Your friend, personally signed by him, Brian P. Stack, cell number, email address. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys, so you've seen the videos. Just horrible, horrible representation of the people. Thuggish behavior, ignoring crimes like the assault and the battery on Leroy, ignoring the sexual assaults of women employees by another city employee, the voter intimidation. I mean, there's just so much going on here. I have to say, people in New Jersey, you're going to have to do better. You're going to have to do better. This guy has way too much power for a high school graduate. He's like a young punk kid, right? He's definitely not professional. Definitely not someone that I would ever want to live under the boot of. And I just don't understand how this guy keeps getting reelected. It's obvious that he has people in the elections office there that are feeding him information about who's voting and who's not voting. It could be possible they're tallying the votes in his favor. I mean, just incredible amount of scumbaggery going on here with this gentleman. And a lot of these are just allegations, but we need someone to come in and investigate this guy. We need the Attorney General of the United States, the Department of Justice, somebody to come in and investigate this guy, because it's more than clear that he wields way too much power and he's doing it for all the wrong reasons. So definitely, if you guys haven't seen the investigations that Leroy's been doing on this gentleman, please go out and check those out. He's been doing a great job. He's a very dedicated journalist to his craft, and he's uncovering a lot of misdeeds and just irresponsible leadership, you can even say, by this gentleman and these people that run this city. So definitely check him out, Leroy Truth Investigations on YouTube. Let him know the Major sent you, and let him know that we appreciate what he's out there doing for all of us, not just for the citizens in New Jersey, but bringing this stuff to light, right? Because the mainstream media is not bringing this stuff to light. So we need people like Leroy out there, spreading the truth, finding the truth, getting it to our eyes so we can make informed decisions on who these people are that are running our lives, running our cities and our counties and our states. Again, this is one of the worst ones that I've seen. So definitely take the time out to give props to Leroy. And let's see if we can do something about this, right? We got a huge platform. Let's see if we can, redress our government, petition our government for redress, and see if there's something that can be done about this kind of behavior, because it's out of control. It really is. Alright guys, as always, thanks again for watching. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this behavior. We will be premiering this, so I'll be in the chat with you on the side. Hopefully we can get Leroy in here as well to answer any questions. And again, guys, we'll see you on the next one, because there's always a next one.